Ha! I win again.
Did you really?
How embarrassing. I'm always winning.
How do you always win?
Well,
You know, I think you're cheating.
of course I'm cheating. What do you think this show's about? Anyway, we see the peeping Tom again. However, I think this time it's Bruce. What kind of name is Bruce?
Is that how you're winning? Is Bruce looking at my deck?
I don't have any friends named Bruce.
Oh,
And
okay.
you shouldn't either.
I shouldn't.
But go ahead and come on in. All right, Joshua.
Yes, sir.
Ties, neckwear. What says you?
I have a mixed relationship with neckwear in general because sometimes I feel like they just kind of get in the way, especially neckties, but they really do elevate your style quite a bit. They can make an ordinary outfit look absolutely extravagant, and I'm trying to put neckwear more and more into my everyday wardrobe.
Good, yes. I look for excuses to wear a tie, or when we talk about neckwear, we have a few different options that we're going to go over here. But I look for excuses, and it's so funny because there was I will call it a communique that came through a few years back from J.P. Morgan and Associates telling all of its upper associates not to wear ties anymore because it was displacing them with their clientele. And I believe that quote is correct, but I
feel like that's not a necessary thing to do because I feel like your clientele might appreciate the fact that the person that's giving them services is dressed a level up above to impress.
Exactly.
Especially, it depends on how you really shouldn't race to the bottom when it comes to style.
Well, just a quick, slight departure on this, a quick story. I remember hearing this on a talk radio show. It was a commercial, might have been 15 years ago, and it was about a local bank that was advertising on how open they were, let's just say, and how I have to be careful about my wording here. And they said the manager of the big bank, and they were referring to Chase, I believe, the manager drives a Bentley. I know someone else who drives a Bentley. I can always tell by the disposition on the face of our neighbors here, or my neighbors rather, when Joshua shows up, on whether he's driving the Bentley or the Maserati. The Maserati, it's a nonchalant look. The Bentley, it's disgust. God bless the Bentley.
One of these days. It'll be a Bentley.
Okay, that's what I'd say too. So the manager of the bank drives a Bentley of the big bank, and the manager of this small little independent bank that's just looking out for you, he rides his bike to work. Where would you rather invest your money? Well, I'd rather invest my money in the solid bank that's going to be there. You know?
I don't know that I want my banker. It depends on what city too. Some cities, there's a good chance you might lose your banker.
I guess you have a point there. So
anyway. I want my banker going to work in a bulletproof armored vehicle.
Yes, and if it does have the Bentley wings on there, there it is.
There you go.
Anyway, so sorry. Go ahead.
So neckwear.
People are already complaining about the show being too long, so sorry about that.
Oh no, that's fine. Let's talk about neckwear. The most obvious type that you'll see in everyday America these days is the necktie. And we've got different examples here of the necktie and different brands. Some of the pieces in my collection, I don't know if they're available anymore. This, for example, is one of my favorite pieces. I think everyone should have a nice gold necktie. And you'll notice it's not too narrow. This is a nice, firm piece of silk. I believe it's Italian silk. This is Joseph A. Banks' signature line, signature gold line rather, which was an incredible line of ties. I don't know if they still make this line or not anymore. Unfortunately, a lot of things over time have just started to race to the bottom, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. A lot of places are just trying to go for the least expensive neckwear, but there's something that whenever I wear this tie, I can always tell it makes a statement, and people treat me differently
Really?
Yeah, they do. Whenever I wear this tie,
It looks like money.
it looks like money. Yeah, I love this tie. I keep this tie in great condition. And we got a bunch of different other ties here. What's your favorite tie?
Probably my favorite out of all of my ties, and I don't have a huge collection. Joshua has a grand collection. This is only a portion of his, but I don't have a huge collection, and a lot of it's redundant, the brand. So I love my Brioni ties. However, out of all my Brioni ties, this is the only one I really wear often. I try not to get too crazy with the colors on the Brioni. Yeah, I like that. I really love it. I love the silk. I love the feel of it. And yeah, this is another Brioni here, which I've never worn out of the house, but I said,
That's a great color.
I think so. And
We should wear that one more often.
I actually should, but every time I put it on and I try it, and I don't know, I said, all right, maybe that's not going to work. Another Brioni here. I'm just going to go through the
Oh, sure, go ahead.
single brands, and then we'll rotate back and forth. Yeah. Another Brioni. I like this. It's very light though, so I have to be careful with the shirt I wear this with. And yeah.
You wear like a white shirt or?
Yeah, I would wear this only
dark
with a
color.
white shirt. I've worn it with a pink shirt. It actually worked.
Really well.
Yeah, it worked, but also depends on the jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is Brioni there. Okay.
And so I do have one more, I think, Joseph A. Bank tie. And as far as like colors go, I think it's also important for people to have a red tie. This one's got a lot of blue in it. So this
Power.
this one isn't maybe necessarily a true red tie. This is a signature collection from Joseph A. Bank back when they made some really good ties. They may still. I'll have to look at the website again. But this is my go-to red tie. I wear a lot of blue shirts too, so the blue actually works well.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And then I think the rest of my ties here are going to be Brooks Brothers. So this is a regimental tie, and if you're going for like the what is that called? The East Coast style.
Yeah, the preppy East Coast.
The preppy style. Yeah, you'll see these a lot. It's just the diagonal stripes, and if you look in the history, some of these will have different units behind them, different history. Obviously, I was not part of this, but I think it's still acceptable to wear as long as it's not like a regiment that's actively in service that is giving out ties only to their membership.
Yes.
I think this is more of a historical regimental tie.
And the funniest thing is that you turned me on to J Press.
Yeah.
And I'm getting their
their emails.
Yeah, their emails.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of at least their adverts look pretty good.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of the old days when the area that we live in, don't want to get specific, some people that are watching this might know exactly where we live, but when the first, believe it or not, plug your nose, the first Abercrombie and Fitch opened up in the early 90s. But it turned into the cheesiest, most ridiculous thing, right? You get a headache walking in there, and it's pumping smooth jams. But they had this East Coast preppy thing going. Yeah. But they had actually legitimate, what I thought, clothing at the time. A lot of corduroy, and then it, mid 90s it started to change. Yeah. But very interesting. I was obviously this big when I went in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, things change.
Or not. Things change. Anyway, sorry.
Things change.
Oh, good.
Yes, you want to go over the next?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Canali.
Canali.
These are I'd like to say these are my Christmas ties. That's when they usually get worn, but I find myself wearing them year round. Canali, I love this.
And that's an Italian company?
Yeah, Canali.
Canali.
We have Brioni up here, and we have Canali down here. We have Chiton up here. And unfortunately, I do not own a Chiton tie. I own a Chiton shirt, but yes. So I like this. It, to me, just smacks of the holidays, right? Yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's a nice color. That's a really good...
I love this, and it goes with almost everything I have, or works, at least with everything I have. Another Canali.
I like this color.
I love this one. This is probably the favorite out of the favorites. You'll catch me saying a lot of things are my favorite, but no, I think this one... Beautiful, beautiful. I love this.
It's kind of like a burgundy color?
Yeah, it's like a deep burgundy, almost purples or something in there. Yeah, beautiful.
That goes good with a lot of navy jackets and outfits, I'm sure.
Oh, exactly. And I love this with a pink shirt. And And I have a couple beautiful, beautiful pink shirts. Chaps, pink shirts are masculine. It's a masculine color. Believe me, it really, really is. It always has been. Don't let your mechanic tell you it's not. It is. Okay.
I just got my first pink shirt.
Did you?
I did. I have.
You wore it today.
Wore it
today. Yeah. All right. You walked into the club and he was wearing this beautiful pink shirt, and I was going to say something, but he's strutting around. And I'm like, all right.
I was in a rush this morning, so I didn't. I just grabbed the first thing I saw, this pink shirt.
Of course. And one last canali here. This is an interesting. I like this. However, I believe it's too narrow for my taste. I rarely wear it. I try to double it up to make the knot larger. And I don't have the tie knowledge to talk about tie knots. I do the four in hand, and yeah.
Yeah, it's very important to learn how to tie a tie.
It is, yeah.
You can't just buy a tie and not know how to tie it. I've been to many formal events, mostly when I was playing with the orchestra. And a lot of people, I was surprised, did not know how. Well, those are bow ties because we were wearing tuxedos. A lot of people did not know how to tie it, and I think it's important to learn how to tie a regular tie and a bow tie, because you never know when the occasion might call for that. And it's good to just be able to slap it on.
That actually reminds me, I should have brought down, because I have one beautiful, beautiful Turnbull Nasser red velvet bow tie, and I don't know why I didn't grab it. I have it upstairs, and I should have grabbed it. It's beautiful. I've never worn it.
You've never worn it?
Never worn it. Yes.
What color is it?
Red.
Red.
Burgundy. Red velvet. Yeah.
We'll have to look at this later then, if nothing else. And then maybe we'll pause and show it later. I don't know.
I can do that. I can grab
you can do
it.
that. Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know what to say about it because I've never worn it and I don't know how to tie it. And, yeah.
We should. We won't make an episode on how to tie a tie because there's so many already on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can just find it on online instructions on how to tie a tie.
Well, not only that, and I did. I tried to look into that, but I found it so overwhelming for me. But
Yeah, I also do the four in hand for the neckties because I'm kind of a tall guy, I have a long torso, and most standard length ties, if I do like the full Windsor, it's just not long enough for me.
Okay.
And some brands like Brooks Brothers, they used to make, I don't know if they still do, but they used to make extra long ties. And when we launch our own neckwear, which we will do someday, I am going to only make, maybe we'll have a variety, but we'll definitely make every design in regular size and extra long for people like me who need the length. So here's another interesting piece. So most of the ties we've talked about so far, or all of them, are silk. This is a wool silk blend, which is kind of unique, but it's great for wintertime.
Yes.
Because it just kind of feels more warm and fuzzy.
And substantial, yeah.
So this is a wool silk blend tie from Brooks Brothers that I picked up a long time ago when I worked there. And one more thing I want to mention about Brooks Brothers is I have one more. This is a very plain and boring tie. It's just a very dark navy, almost black.
There's a place for that, though.
That's what I was going to mention.
Yeah.
I think every gentleman should have a solid, very dark color tie for when the unfortunate happens. You should go to funerals with a dark suit and a dark necktie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes.
So that's the primary purpose for this tie in my collection. Yeah. Sorry to start a somber note there.
No. I'm actually very curious what you're going to wear to mine.
To your, I'm going to dress up like James Bond in your honor. That's assuming that you pass before me.
I will. You can count on that. Yeah. I have to, without being too dour, I have instructions for everyone I know around me on exactly what jokes to crack.
Should I dress up as James Bond, black tuxedo?
That's your call, but it's more the jokes that have to be cracked.
The jokes, okay.
Yeah. I have to be in charge of the humor aspect, and people think that, well, what kind of humor could there possibly be in the passing of a dear friend or a family member? Well, I got a whole list. I got a whole list of little cuties to get off, but that's a different story.
if things do happen to be the other way around, you should totally wear that Turnbull and bow tie.
Oh, okay. Well, I would love to say that I'll make you a promise. If that happens, I will wear my Turnbull and Asser in your honor.
That's
but
right.
you know, it depends on when this happens, because I got a lot I got to do. I can't be, you know.
No, that's right.
You know, dead friends isn't fashionable. Anyway,
Well.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, let's get.
We got some more.
We got some more. So,
like that.
I'll leave the silliest for the last.
Okay, leave those for last. Okay.
All right. So Zinnia. These are two that I love. Zinnia. We all love Zinnia. We all know Zinnia. I think, right? Correct. Yeah.
I actually don't. Where's Zinnia from?
It's an Italian brand.
Oh, another. All
Jewel
you're,
Zinnia.
you're
Yeah.
big in the Italian.
Yeah. And yeah, I like it. It's not too outrageous. It's not too in your face. It's not too, you know, it's just. It's
got a nice sheen to it.
Yeah, it's nice sheen. I like this. Zinnia. Then we have another Zinnia here, kind of in the same vein as those Canalis. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's another good color.
Yeah, another
That probably
great.
matches a lot of things.
Yep, exactly. I love that. I'll wear that. We might wear that. I might wear this tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah. I might. Okay, there. Yes.
I don't know. Am I going to wear a tie tomorrow? You know, we're going to dinner tomorrow night, and I say I have like a mixed relationship with neckties.
With women.
With women, yeah.
And it's not necessary that I say that, but it just, I like to use these little opportunities to
Yeah.
put in a little bit of snark.
We will be there with friends and beautiful women.
Beautiful women.
Yes.
Yes. For me, the perfect night out, for me, is one or two other guys, right? And like 6 women, you know? and it's all about you know, the guys kind of, you know, bonding with each other, but it's about having extra females there, and they're all done up and they're all out for the night. They spend all this time getting ready, and if there's 6 women together, a couple of them don't like each other, and there's always a little bit of tension. And if the chaps do their due diligence, they can profit off of that. You know? And it can be entertaining too, because there'll always be this passive aggressive sort of thing that's happening. Yeah.
I just realized though, I don't think we invited enough women tomorrow. I think we're pretty evenly split.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's fine. But you're gonna. So yeah, about neckwear though.
Not about my evil intentions. Okay.
Not about your evil intentions, no.
all right.
But about neckwear, I prefer to not wear a necktie to dinner.
Well, if I'm wearing a light pink shirt or a red shirt and I'm going somewhere nice, I will wear a tie because, you know, and just because of that. Yeah.
I feel like I tend to after too much wine especially, I tend to get careless, and then the tie gets in the pasta.
Oh, okay.
You know, like I'm
all right.
So I prefer to wear either no tie, a bow tie, or actually I've been growing hugely in favor of the cravat.
Oh, yes,
the Ascot, which we'll get to in a second.
Oh, yes. Well, we have to get to that.
Yes.
All right.
Should I get to the bow ties?
Sure.
Okay, so we also got another kind of tie type here.
And I'll finish up here with the clown show.
Okay, no, it's fine. Those are great colors. So this is like an interesting piece because it has 2 different patterns. Both are red, so it works. When you tie a bow tie, only one side ends up showing in the front. So you can have these double-sided ties, which are maybe unusual to think about, but they work really well. And this is a Brooks Brothers bow tie, and I think it's important to have a couple of bow ties. I don't wear them very often. This one's
But you do wear them.
I do wear them.
That's the thing, yeah.
So this one's interesting because it's got a red on one side and a kind of a golden navy on the other side. And this one has the lamb from the Golden Fleece from Brooks Brothers. I think all of my bow ties are Brooks Brothers. But the nice thing about keeping a couple of different good colors is you can wear them occasionally, and then you don't forget how to tie them when you do need to wear a tuxedo. Because before I started to rotate bow ties into my everyday wear, I would find that every time I needed to wear a tuxedo, completely forgotten how to tie a bow tie. I don't know what it is. There's an art to tying a bow tie. It's a little bit
Which I
harder.
couldn't decipher for the life of me. I really couldn't.
Yeah, it is harder than tying a necktie. So definitely, when you're going to wear a bow tie, make sure you plan a little extra time to go through some tutorials, unless you just have a really good memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I always have to review.
All right.
Yeah. So I try to keep myself wearing one every now and then. The last time I wore one, I could tie it from memory. So maybe it's starting to finally click. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Because I used to have to wear, when I was in the orchestra, I used to have to wear, bow ties all the time.
Yeah. So what did you play in the orchestra? I know you told me, but no one else knows.
Violin.
Violin.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
I am a violinist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful instrument. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe I should bring it sometime.
You should actually. And this is probably a 20-year-old story, but I had a friend who had bought me a violin because I wanted to learn how to play it, because I wanted to add real violin sounds to music that I was doing, and they spent a lot of money on this violin.
Violins are expensive.
Yeah,
Good violins are expensive.
And I, as a grown adult, I found it impenetrable.
It's hard.
I guess I could not.
Yeah.
Get it down, and I tried. I gave it the old college try repeatedly, and it ended up sitting in the same spot for years.
So if you want to try it again, I could teach you.
I don't know if you could.
I bet you I could.
You would probably end up getting pretty irritated.
I could teach you. Yeah, no, it definitely takes a lot of effort, but it also takes a good teacher.
Okay. All right.
It's one of those instruments you cannot teach yourself.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh yeah, you can't teach yourself violin. It's impossible. I think it's literally impossible.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. We should talk about that one day.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got a new plan.
New plan, yes. All right.
Let's talk about your colorful ties here.
So we have Charvet, and I only have a few Charvet ties. And the thing about Charvet, beautiful company, unbelievable.
Yeah, those are a nice color.
They are, but it's the sheen, and the sheen is just a bit too much, and I found this one just to be a touch too loud. I've worn it a few times, and
Could I see that?
yeah, the problem with especially this one, I always thought that people notice the tie,
Oh, that is a nice sheen.
and they are stuck on the tie, and
yeah.
I had always found myself to be a little bit nettled at the fact that people would say, "Oh, that's an interesting tie," or they comment on the ties, and I'm like, "Uh-oh." Well, that's a nice compliment, but a lot of people will extend compliments, and they'll obviously have something else in mind. So I was thinking, oh well. These are getting lots of compliments, and as opposed to someone just saying, you look nice, or oh, well, you look really good tonight, or yeah, that's a great outfit. They say, oh, that's a tie. That's something, or
No, it's a nice tie.
But it was too much of a statement piece. This one is a little more muted, but I find the sheen to be too much. Another Charvet right here, yeah, yeah.
No, it looks.
Yeah. The shirts are understated. Some of their ties are a bit much for my taste, Ben. Yeah, but I'll wear this again soon. All right. Okay.
Should, yeah.
Perfect. Anthony Sinclair, Mayfair, London. I think they might be on Savile Row now. So I have 3 of these. I'm wearing one of them right now. Anthony Sinclair, the Mason and Sons, the tailor to Sean Connery and Roger Moore, George Lazenby. And knit ties. Sean Connery wore the knit tie in Goldfinger, and I don't know if he wore it in Dr. No, but
I've always wanted a knit tie. I've yet to buy one.
Yeah, I like them. The only problem with them, and I have obviously I have this color. I guess it's a pink. It's a little too orangey for me, but it is pink.
No, it's a nice pink.
Is it pink?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not salmon or anything. It's pink. Yeah.
All right. I think I missed my guess then. And I like this. This is a
I like that. It's like
burgundy,
yeah.
purplish. Yes, I like that. Then I have a black one, or a dark
maybe.
something or other.
Maybe.
Something like that. And the problem with the knit ties for me is I can never get the dimple proper on it.
Yeah.
But that's just me because but it has a lot to do with the material. And even though they run thinner like this, and I think it works because it's a knit tie and it's so casual. And with what I'm wearing today, and if you no doubt noticing what I'm wearing, we'll go in the what we're wearing segment during the closing of the show. But what I'm wearing today is a very casual for a.
It's a casual fall day.
It's a casual fall day, and I'm wearing something and doing something a little silly with my cuffs here.
Now, I've actually never tried tying a knit tie before. With the traditional silk tie,
Yeah.
I don't know if knit ties are pretty traditional too, I think, but you always want to make sure you tie it so there's a dimple.
Yeah.
And there's different knots you can tie. I think we both tie the forward hand.
Yep.
We're a little bit taller, so it works better to tie a forward hand because it leaves more length of the tie available. But the knit tie, I wonder, are you supposed to get a dimple in that as well?
Yes, and that's reminding me. I made.
You have a dimple, yeah.
Do I? Okay. Yeah. Yes, but I don't have the finesse. Let's just say to tie it and automatically make a dimple on a lot of my ties. I have to fiddle with them.
I think most people do.
Yeah, and so it was a little bit of the old back and forth here, a little bit of the argy-bargy with the tie.
But you got it working.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And we got one last piece of neckwear to discuss. And you might have noticed because I'm wearing it right now. If you're in Europe, these are called cravats. And if you're in the US, they're called ascots. I don't know which is technically correct.
Well, cravat, I believe is correct. Cravat, from the Croatian Croats.
Okay.
Yeah, but it goes so back as far as the Romans. You know,
Oh,
the
interesting.
Roman legions would wear them, and then the mercenaries, which were Croats, would wear them. And that's where the name, I think, originally came from.
So
He has a very good, very large collection actually of cravats.
I'm starting to increase it, yeah. So these could probably stand to be steamed. But the nice thing
You wear
is,
these with pride too.
I wear these. I love these. I don't know why these have fallen out of fashion in recent years, and I hope that they come back.
Because it's a casual thing.
It's a casual thing, but it adds a bit of color. So like I'm wearing one right now. I thought about wearing the orange actually because it's a nice fall day today. But the nice thing about it is it's extremely comfortable. Like you wear it. It actually kind of, it's 100% silk, right? It kind of cools the neck area. You don't have to, button your top button, so you feel more free and relaxed. But it still adds a pop of color, especially if you choose like a bright colored one. So I really hope these come back. And when we start our own accessories company, I'm going to be manufacturing these.
Yes.
Because the nice thing about them is you don't have to worry about the size because everybody wears the same size cravat, and they're actually not too difficult to make. They're pretty simple pieces. You just need to make sure that you've got these nice what do you call these things? The ruffles in the material. But they're very simple pieces, and they're very simple to tie and wear, and they're very comfortable. There's different kinds. There's one I accidentally bought. So here's a half cravat, and it's got a loop here on one side. It makes it easier to wear it because you just put the main piece through the loop. But I don't like this because it doesn't stay seated where it's supposed to be.
So let's pause this here, and we'll be back in just a moment because someone's knocking on the door.
All right, see you soon. So back to the cravats. Yeah, one thing about not buttoning the top button is you have to make sure your collar doesn't get popped underneath your lapel. Bruce, you should have told me it was like that.
Exactly.
This guy.
Look you here, sir. At this limp cravat. I ask you. Or the sorry cut of this sleeve. No. Or the sad state of those cuffs. Sink me, I can hardly bring myself to look upon them.
Yes.
So yeah, back to the cravats. If you're ordering them, make sure you get the full size cravat, not this half thing. I love the color of this thing, but I never wear it because it's only a half cravat, and a half cravat isn't much of a cravat at all.
Is it really a half?
Yeah, it's a half cravat. Yeah, look at that. It only has the one side.
Well, how's that work?
It has a loop here, and that's how you're supposed to pull it through.
Well, it doesn't seem traditional.
Yeah, it's not very traditional at all.
As far as cravats are concerned, or ascots, should look at a brilliant movie, The Day of the Jackal with the great Edward Fox. You know, he wears a cravat through that. Brilliant movie. And then they did the remake with the Dutch girl. What's that guy's name? I forgot his name. He actually did a good job. There's some
I'm
stuff.
bad with names.
And it was a mini series, and it was actually pretty decent, actually. And he is wearing a cravat and redoing some of the scenes of the original Day of the Jackal when he's doing the practice shooting. If you know what I'm referring to here, that's that Turnbull and Asser. I went and collected it.
Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to bring back the cravats into style, so you should wear one.
Well, I have a quick Ascot story. I was wearing one, and this was every story of mine is 20 years ago. It's just something I say, and it's not even 100% accurate. I was at a club, let's just say, and we had went to a beautiful dinner, and I was wearing one, and some girl walks up to me, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And she goes, "What is that?"
Oh no!
And I told you this story.
Yeah,
and
you did. Yeah,
she grabs, she goes, "What is that?" and flips it up, right? And
Some people have no class.
but it was the wrong sort of kind of club that I probably shouldn't have went to anyway. But
Got the
she
wrong
found
kind
it
of attention.
offensive. Yeah, and
It's another reason why you should wear one.
exactly. And I would have been really, really upset if it was like something sweet, but no.
No. No. Oh, this is a beautiful bow tie. This would look great with a dinner jacket for a formal event.
Yes.
We just need to have more formal events, I think.
We do. Yeah.
We should get on that. We should this winter season we should do something.
We should definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we have something planned for Halloween.
Yeah. This is just beautiful though. I like the felt.
It's Turnbull and Asser. There's a story about Hugo Jacome and his beautiful wife Sonia Glynn that had an event in London, and he needed a bow tie, and he didn't have the time to fiddle with it, and he goes to Turnbull and Asser and asks the nice man to tie his bow tie for him. He did it. Looked beautiful. I think I'm reciting that well. I don't quite remember the story, but yeah. On their channel, Sartorial Talks, he talked about that.
Yeah.
And so Turnbull and Asser, can't
Excellent.
recommend them enough.
Yeah.
If you have the motivation to spend the money, but
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know if they make
I have the
Ascots?
motivation, but I don't necessarily have the money.
Oh. I've been trying to find more places that sell these cravats. I got most of these at John Henrik's, which they're fine.
John Henrik, yeah.
Yeah, they're fine. But I'm trying to find more places. Although we're going to have our own company.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And
It's already in the makings. We are doing the designs ourselves, and
They're going to be amazing.
yeah, they're going to be amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
and they will be made. Hopefully, these will be made in Japan, but
Yeah.
we're not positive.
Not positive.
We might have a line from Japan. We might have a line from. Well, we will have a line from Italy, and I would love to have a line from France. However, labor costs in France are astronomical. We have to see what's happening with the global economy, but yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things are in flux right now, but we're going to bring the ascot back.
You can bring the ascot back.
That's right, or the cravat, depending on where you're at. So let's talk about networking, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we're not missing any neckwear, are we?
Oh no, the one last thing I want to talk about.
thing.
So the cravats that I had gifted them, and not because of that wretched incident at that club, but just because I had found I had never worn them. They didn't have the opportunity to wear them, and so what I had decided to do is. I actually, we're familiar, I think all of us, with the French Riviera brand Faisonnable, and I might be mispronouncing that, Faisonnable. And they had a line not too long ago of these beautiful, beautiful silk scarves, right? And yes, and I have 3 of these in these beautiful patterns. And they are scarves, but they're so thin. And I have worn these as cravat, Ascot style things. I've even worn this under a leather jacket, a Belstaff leather jacket. And I love the way it looks. For me, it works better than a cravat or an Ascot. And Fashionable, it's a brand that I don't think gets as much attention as it should. You have a few high-end malls across North America where you can find there'll be a Fashionable store, and for whatever reason, it's always empty. At least that's what I've discovered. But yeah, I love Fashionable. Yeah.
I'll have to look for that. I wonder if there's any in the giant department stores in Japan.
Maybe, yeah.
They've got a lot of European brands.
Yeah. Years ago, Nordstrom used to carry some Fashionable stuff, but I don't know what happened with that. But it's not cheap stuff, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Fashionable.
It looks
So,
great.
I like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Into that segment.
Well, sometime, speaking of jackets, though, we'll have to do an episode on outerwear at some point.
Well, we want to actually branch out. We're going to do an episode, hopefully, on fragrances. We're going to do an episode on what I like to call casual chic attire. And we're both huge Belstaff fans, and I would like to say aficionados after.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and we could talk about Belstaff for a long time. The history. I have a voluminous Belstaff collection, and I'd love to have the opportunity to show it off.
That's right. So we'll do an episode on outerwear, and then we have some more episodes planned. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and keep watching out for those. I know we had a brief period where we weren't releasing any videos. I was touring Japan, and that's an interesting story, but it kind of segues into networking, because how that tour of Japan started, it started off with a happenstance meeting of a gentleman from Japan.
Oh, speaking of happenstance, one quick side mark here. I have to give out what's a shout out? What is that?
A shout out?
Yeah.
I think it's called a shout out.
All right, North Americans love the shout out.
A shout out.
The shout out. I have to give a shout out to dear friends of ours, Pam and Al. They gifted me this lovely bottle of wine, this Mercer from Sharp. Does that say Sharp Sisters? Does that say Sharp Sisters?
Yes, I believe it does.
Sharp Sisters. Yeah. Yes, I believe this is a domestic, and I rarely drink domestic wine, not for any significant reason, but this is excellent.
It's delicious.
This is excellent, and this is a very lovely gift from our dear friends Pam and Al, and thank you so much. Very, very good wine. I'm enjoying it. We wanted to wait till a special occasion. I wish they were enjoying it with us. But the way Al drinks and tears up the house, I don't think that's going to happen. Anytime soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry.
Oh no, that's great. Yeah,
Thank you, Pam and Al.
It's good to have friends who gift you bottles of wine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about networking, which is the career aspect of this show, and I'm going to start off with a little bit of some contrarian advice. My advice is, while you should have a LinkedIn account and you should try to keep it up to date with your most recent work experience, you should basically ignore LinkedIn for all but a few cases, which I'll mention. I believe throughout my career, I have found LinkedIn to be one of the most useless tools. It's mostly fake interactions, fake engagement. Most of the networks that you see on LinkedIn, they're not real. People don't actually know each other. And I have never successfully been given a referral or successfully referred somebody through LinkedIn. Although I have tried. I've had some people ask me through LinkedIn to refer them. I've tried. But I've never seen anything truly productive come out of a LinkedIn-only relationship. Now, if you work at a company and you know people and you want to make sure you keep up to date with them after they move on, you can find them usually through LinkedIn if you know their name and where they worked. And it could be good for maybe keeping up to date with people that you know in real life as far as career goes. But it is not a good spot to go looking for your next career move, in my opinion. I have had some unfortunate contacts through LinkedIn. There's this one gentleman, I guess I could go ahead and say his name. His name is George Ingram, And he has, if he still does, I don't know if he still does, but he had a very large LinkedIn network, including CEOs, prominent people in the community, and that was all part of a farce. He had been posting on LinkedIn, I don't know if he was paraphrasing real articles or stealing content, but he'd been posting things and created some fake LinkedIn companies and creating connections with real people. So that way it seemed like he's a legitimate person, but he's actually a con artist.
Really?
A very elaborate con artist that targets high-level career people.
Okay.
Yes, and he almost got me.
Really?
He almost got me with his con
And
artist.
you are high level too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time researching the opportunity and trying to find out who he was, and everything on LinkedIn looked solid. I even asked one of my friends who used to be in the New York City Wall Street sphere what he felt, and he said he looked at the LinkedIn profile. He knew some of the guys who were in his network. He felt like it was legitimate, but after doing some more digging, some more internet sleuthing, I found out he is a repeat serial con artist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And when I say high level, Joshua's high level, Maserati Bentley.
Yeah, well, someday.
Me, schmuck on wheels. Oh yeah, okay. I'll play along. Anyway.
Yeah, so I feel like when it comes to networking, the most important thing you can do is really seize the opportunity to meet people in person. I have found major career changes from people that I've met in the lunchroom break room. In fact, that's how I got into tech. Somebody saw me playing around on my laptop writing some code for fun, and just happened to come up to me and say, my wife has a startup and they're looking for somebody who can do what you're doing. And that's kind of how I transitioned. I didn't actually study computer science, I studied chemistry in college. So that is just random happenstance interactions. You never know when you're going to meet somebody who is going to lead to something more. So always be on your, always be on alert, and always be on your best gentlemanly behavior whenever you meet people, because you never know what it could lead to. I try to be enthusiastic when I'm meeting someone new. I try to learn a little bit about them, and I try to listen genuinely when they're talking. And not just because I'm trying to see if I can get something out of them, but because I'm trying to see if there is some way where our paths might collaborate in the future. And sometimes I play the long game. I've found meeting people through different social events at work and trying to befriend them, and then over the period of several months, almost a year, using those acquaintances, those meetings and those relationships to ask for referrals. And I found that if you know somebody in real life, the referrals to open positions are usually a lot more meaningful. So that's led to some new opportunities for me, just trying to be friendly with people in different social environments.
Well, the funniest thing is how Joshua and I met. We met years ago on the rugby pitch, and he actually used his mastery of, I would say, almost geometry to a certain point, and
I love geometry.
Yes, to be able to. Well, I won't bring up the thing about you body slamming me a few times. You know, he was even on my own team. Unbelievable.
Well,
but
you were in the way.
So the thing about this is that this networking, you know, the value of it is, I think it's understated, you know, and underrated too.
There's a lot of places where you can network. You can network on sports. You should be involved in some sort of athletic endeavor, whether it's sports or mountain climbing or skiing. I have met people who might have worked out as investors at the ski slopes before. So you should always be, you should do something athletic, because you will meet people there, especially if you're in a place where there are people with similar interests or similar career goals. Like skiing is actually a great place. Golf is also another good place. So you should definitely be looking for those opportunities to meet people.
Well, you're going to teach me to play golf. I don't know how to play golf. I don't know how to play golf. I've been to so many golf courses, but only for events. And I've only eaten at the restaurants, and I've been out on the links, is that what it's called? Links, but I've never played golf in my life.
The restaurants is the best.
I know.
The bars and the restaurants.
Yeah, I know. As long as they have Belvedere and they have martinis, then I'm there. There's a good event. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. And just because I mentioned earlier about LinkedIn being fake, it doesn't mean also meeting people online can't lead to new opportunities. In fact, my recent journey through Japan, the reason we haven't had a video out for a while, I was for 3 weeks in Japan touring, and that kind of started because I met somebody online as a language instructor, and even though it's a client-teacher relationship, I always take those opportunities also to get to know people. And we found out that we hit it off quite well. And so my language instructor, whom I met completely virtually, and we went on this grand adventure, and it was quite an adventure.
Did you body slam him?
I did not know.
Right.
He's the kindest person. No, I couldn't do that. No.
Japanese rugby team, the national team's actually pretty good.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, pretty good.
I'll have to watch that.
The national team, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And so you never know what things might lead to. Even an online lesson could lead to a grand adventure in a foreign country, and open up new opportunities. So to kind of recap here a little bit, in person, when you meet somebody in person, never belittle that opportunity. That is an opportunity to potentially form a relationship that could lead to new career opportunities. Don't depend too heavily on LinkedIn. Keep it updated, but I wouldn't expect to find any great opportunities just using LinkedIn. The other good spot to use LinkedIn is if you do have an interview scheduled and the recruiter gives you the name of the person who's interviewing you, it is a good idea to look that person up on LinkedIn or just online and see what that person works on, because there's a good chance that that person will ask you questions about the line of work that they are in. So it's a good idea to do some research online. And I think that kind of ties into advice I gave in competitive interviewing, which there's an episode about that. Make sure you watch it if you want to learn more tips about competitive interviewing. But yeah.
Everything I learned about competitive interviewing was from that episode.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. When people ask me for interview tips now, I just refer them to that video. Like these are all. We have 2 episodes now. One is I think general interviewing, and one has competitive interviewing tips. And that's all my advice. That's how I've made it to where I am today. So yeah, make sure you look at those.
Listen to Joshua's advice on this. This is a learned man on these topics and subjects. I know next to nothing about it. Like I said, I've only been fired, and I couldn't do a interview and work for someone else to save my life, and it would always end up being a provocative situation. So this man knows this subject. Yes, I know nothing about nothing.
Yeah. So. But you do know a lot about how to dress, right? And that's another part about networking in person, is people will judge you based on how you look.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a
trivial comparable.
Well, it's important. If you want to have a positive outlook when you meet people in real life, make sure that you are dressed well. I don't go to social events, work parties, anything like that unless I'm dressed reasonably well for the level of formality of the occasion. And I maybe even try to go a step above the average, appearance for that occasion. I always try to dress nicely for these networking events, and make sure that you're just really taking time to be a gentleman and to communicate well with people. Don't hide in a corner, just drinking the wine. Make sure you're actually going out there, going out of your comfort zone, talking to people, building those relationships, because the in-person relationships that you build are the most important ones. Those are the ones that will lead you to new career paths. And you never know how things might go. I was part of a startup, my very first startup. The startup went defunct. When I was forming my own consulting company, 95% of all of my clients came from people that I worked with at that defunct startup. So you might think, a bunch of coworkers, business went bust, those relationships didn't really matter in the long run. But what it turned out was that that opportunity, even though our startup failed, led to most of my clients in my future company endeavor. So yeah, just be a gentleman, be kind, listen to people, and get out of your comfort zone. And network with people.
Don't be a pushover, but you be respectful, and you be kind, and
Yeah, you do have to be confident, and you should always try to elevate your style.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. All right, my dear fellow.
Speaking of style, what are we wearing today?
Oh, okay. I am for the motif of this channel. I am hyper casual today. So I am wearing a Spear and Mackay peak lapel jacket, and this is I'm not sure what the material is. It's a heavy material. It's a twill, I think. I could be wrong about that. Yeah. And and it's much more casual. I can wear this with anything from denim. I actually have a pair of really cool white Belstaff denim jeans that I wear with this in the summer a lot of the time. It's a heavier material, but I still will wear it in the summer, and a lot of times I'll wear what I'm wearing, a denim shirt underneath it, or a linen shirt. So the shirt today is Scabal. This is Scabal denim shirt. These silly cuffs, because I purchased a size too large, and I decided just one day, because I like to fiddle around with this stuff, I said, I'll try to turn back these cuffs, and I'll put a little
Loop there?
little loop and a little seam, and I'll pin it down. And I tried to do that with this. It's an unusual thing. It's sartorially, it's a rule that I'm breaking, and I like to break some of the sartorial rules. And it's the same thing with the sartorial rules. You know the rules, and you can break them. I can't even say that I know all the rules. I make so many mistakes. I'm still making these mistakes, and I can.
At least you know how to do that, though.
I
don't know how to do that.
I do, but I think when I review this back and I'm doing the edit, it's going to look pretty stupid. No, it's a theory. So, anyways, Cabal shirt, and so trousers. I have no idea who these are. These may be Spear and Mackay. I don't think these are Spear and Mackay because these have side adjusters on them. So I think they do. I don't know.
Nice material.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. Shoes today, something very interesting.
Yeah.
So these shoes today are a loafer of a quilted loafer by a company, a Swedish company, Scandinavian company called Skottiballeget. And I am mispronouncing Skottiballeget or Skottiballeget terribly, and these are a quilted blue loafer by a brand that they had started called Lufentung, and I love these. However, I made the mistake of buying them in the wrong size. I should have sized down because they are a loafer, and if I'm not careful, after a couple,
you lose them?
Yeah.
And maybe they'll fit me.
Yeah. So I'm in the car park, shuffling around, looking for the other one underneath your Bentley, and looking like looking less than fresh.
People are gonna want to look at my Bentley. Keep mentioning that.
And
I'm gonna be in trouble.
So Ty is like we were stating earlier, is a Anthony Sinclair.
That's right.
Anthony Sinclair Mayfair. Beautiful tie. I love this. And it's thinner than I would like, but it doesn't matter because it's a knit tie.
Yeah.
Yes, all right. And Sean Connery loved it.
That's
right. Timepiece today. This is my second Gives and Hawks #1 watches that were made. It's a Swiss watch made for Gives and Hawks Savile Row #1 with the beautiful, beautiful crown on the back. I love these watches, and this is in a stainless steel with a blue alligator, and it probably won't pick it up. I'll put a little something, right here. You see it? Right there? See? All right, spying on us. And I love this watch, classic chronograph, and I love it.
Have I seen this one yet?
I don't know if you have,
I don't think I have.
I don't have a huge watch collection. I did it one time, but I no longer do, and I'm not falling out of love with watches. I need to make room, and I need attempt to be a little more frugal, which I'll have no choice.
You don't need too many watches, really.
Yeah, you're right. I don't need too many
don't need
watches.
too many
You know,
watches.
if I had too many events and too much of a life, perhaps, but I do not.
Oh,
Yes.
You can wear the same watch every day,
Exactly.
too. Sometimes I do that, yeah.
And I usually always are wearing cufflinks from my favorite brand, Skulltuna, but I am not wearing any cufflinks today because I'm wearing this shirt that I have probably deformed for life. Fragrances. So we're going to do an entire episode on fragrances. My fragrance today is my favorite brand. I have been in love with this brand since its inception, 1999. Takeoff of the Crown Perfumery, our Clive Christian. And I actually adore Clive Christian. 1872, their classic from their classic original collection. I love this. I fell in love with this. I have a story about this. I have lots of stories about this. 1872 Clive Christian. I love it. I love it. Clive Christian. I have a huge Clive Christian collection, but this is no doubt my favorite. And
It's a beautiful glass bottle, too.
It is, and this is the Queen Victoria's appropriate crown, and we'll talk about this soon.
Yes, we'll do an episode on fragrances.
Love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it once. I love it twice. I love it more than beans and rice. But I don't like beans.
You've had too much wine.
Yes, I have. I'm sorry.
Or did you want to talk about your lapel pin?
Oh, lapel pin. Also, this is a Maltese shield cross, not the typical one we know from Vacheron Constantin, but a Maltese shield. Yeah, it's a very small little lapel pin. Thank you.
Yeah, I always forget my lapel pin. I'm not wearing one today.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
You also have a nice pocket square.
Pochette today is. Always have a problem with this. From the National Gallery, our dear friends at Rampley & Company, Samson and Delilah. Representation of Samson and Delilah, something I refer to as the treachery of women, if you know what I mean. Us chaps know what that means, all right. Samson lured to his doom by Delilah, and it's been said that this might have not actually been painted by the one in the National Gallery, not this one, by Peter Paul Rubens, and it was a forgery, perhaps of the 20th century, but I have faith in our dear post-Reformation Flemish artist, Peter Paul Rubens, and I want to believe that the one in the National Gallery in England and is represented. So Peter Paul Rubens, I love this piece, and it's a good conversation starter, I believe. And if you do look at this, and I have it kind of askewed here, you know.
There you go.
Samson, Samson looks like he's 15 feet tall, and the way that he's stretched out. You have the old maid who looks like maybe Delilah is cursed and will look soon. You have the guards in the background and the wings, the servant who looks something like Samson. So it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Samson and
piece,
Delilah, Rampley & Company. All right.
Rampley & Company makes great pocket squares.
It does indeed.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so I'll go on
Dear
with
fellow,
mine.
what are you wearing?
All right, so I have a Joseph A. Bank jacket. I have a few Joseph A. Bank jackets. I picked this one out just because of the color. I wanted something with a nice brown tone to it. And the shirt is a Brooks Brothers shirt. We have French cuffs on today. And I just got these cufflinks actually whilst in Japan. These are Mont Blanc cufflinks with an azurite stone, or the azurite there on the cufflink. And I am wearing a John Henrik ascot or cravat, maybe more appropriate since they're from Europe. I like it because it makes a nice, cool, casual, but yet adds a little bit of color. Trousers today are from J-Press. I have a lot of J-Press trousers. They're always very comfortable for my body build. And then my footwear is, again, Allen Edmonds. I have a lot of those. This is a brown Allen Edmonds shoe that kind of goes well with the brown jacket and puts the whole outfit together.
Yes.
And
Looks good.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. I think I've shown this one before. This is one of my favorite pocket squares. I just wanted that. I like that blue color. I thought it matched well with the outfit, but this is a painting of Venice, and forgive me, I forget who the artist is, but Venice is one of my favorite cities in the world, and I will be there again soon, take another trip to Venice. So I'm looking forward very much to that because I really love that city, that beautiful city on the water.
Beautiful.
And
Very good.
this was also something I picked up in my recent travels to Japan. This is a Orient Star in rose gold and with leather strap, and it's just a nice casual or a nice dress watch, a nice thin dress watch. So yeah, that is my outfit. I keep forgetting the lapel pin. I have one I was going to wear today, but I keep forgetting it. One of these days I'll bring a cool one in. I've got a couple that I've been meaning to bring in.
Statement pieces too, yes.
Yeah, statement pieces, yeah.
All right. Perfect. So thank you so much for tuning in to this latest episode of the Sartorial Boardroom and all its sartorial treachery. Myself, Eric Michelle, and Joshua.
Yes.
Would love to say it's a beautiful day, but night has approached us.
It's already evening.
Yes, but we can still say it was.
It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day indeed, yes.
Yes.
All right. We will see you soon, and cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Jolly good wine, too.
Very good.
I'm surprised, my dear Chauvelin, that you didn't notice their ill-fitting uniforms. But then fashion never was your forte, was it?